Good morning. This is us now on our way to Chester Zoo with Michelle at the wheel. Hello Michelle. You alright?
I am, yes.
Excited for today? Michelle's never been to Chester Zoo before, so this should be fun. I've been quite a few times, went last year, but before then most of my times was in the 90s, so it has changed quite a bit. So obviously we've got the wheelchair in the back. We're going to see how we get on around there. So I've heard it's good. I heard the access is quite easy. I heard the parking's great. You can even get in and off the train that goes around the edges, but apparently they're getting rid of the train this year. Apparently it's the last year, so it'll be nice to get on it one last time. Apparently you can get on the boats as well. Every third or fourth boat or something like that is meant to be wheelchair accessible. We'll find out later. We're also going to be meeting, I believe, Gemma from Guest Services. We're going to be having a little chat with her, which should be interesting. Find out what's what around the zoo. But we're also on our way now to pick up our little cameraman helper for the day. It is a 6 weeks holiday, so we've got one of my mate's little ones. She's coming to help us today. She's going to do all the camera work. So we've got a new camera in the bag somewhere for her to be filming with. Apparently she's fantastic with a camera, so this should be a lot of fun for her today. So yeah, so you've got me today, you've got Michelle, and you'll have little Anya helping out, so it'll be fun. But in the meantime, we're going to get this car going. We're going to head over to Chester Zoo, and we'll see you guys in a bit. So we've just arrived at Chester Zoo. We've got Anya.
Hi.
Say hello, Anya. Anya's our camera lady for the day. Summer holidays, so she's going to come have some fun with us around the zoo. Journey wasn't too bad. Weather's picking up. It rained a little bit. Apparently 35% chance of rain, but so far it's rained 65% of the morning. Lovely. But yes, we're going to go over to Guest Services now, get our tickets, get ourselves into the zoo. Meeting in about an hour and a half's time with a lady called Gemma. So yeah, stay tuned and you'll be able to see what we get up to today. See you in a bit. Right, well, we've arrived at Chester Zoo. We're in, we've got our media passes. We've been having a quick look around. We've got a meeting at 11:30, so we couldn't go too far. But we have found the Zoo Mobility area. Now, Zoo Mobility is a little mobility shop that they have on site, where if you have a blue badge, I believe, you can go in. I think you can hire buggies for children as well, if it's a bit easier for you to push them around, especially on a day like today. It's summer holidays, the sun's out, there's a lot of people here. But you can hire mobility scooters. Now they say you can ring up and book them beforehand, from what we were told on the phone. Now I do believe it is a free service for people with disabilities to actually hire the mobility scooters. From what I was told, we'll double check that later on, but at the moment in time we've been told it was a free service to do. But it's just over to the side here. So yeah, it's right next to a first aid area as well, right near the exit, right near the entrance and exit. If you want to show that round the back of Guest Services, where you can see the buggies as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the area for the mobility scooters, which is quite handy. Before you go in, So you buy your tickets over that side, you come to this area, pick up your scooter and just go straight through the gates there. Now if you need to go out and come back in and go out and come back in, they do give you a Chester Zoo stamp, which you can see there. That will be so that I can come in and out for a little meeting that we have with Gemma. So yeah, that's the mobility side. If you could just tell us names and your actual job role here at Chester Zoo, that'd be great. So, are you two ready? Sorted?
Yeah, I've started filming.
Yes, that's fine, sweetheart. It's fine.
I can edit
it's fine.
it. It's okay.
You can overcut, yeah. So yeah.
Great time, Gemma. I'm one of the guest experience supervisors at the zoo, so I help to manage the team that look after the visitors.
Fantastic.
So I'm Matt, I'm the Operations Compliance Supervisor. So I work as part of the guest experience team, but work across all of our commercial teams to make sure that we're compliant.
Okay, excellent. Now, it's just a couple of questions, dead easy. Question number one, what does the word disabled mean to the company, to the people at Chester Zoo? How would you define disabled?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, what we do basically is we try and treat everything the same. So actually, what we do is we've created a fully accessible site. So we're a site, we cover 125 acres. We've got just over 11 miles of pathways, which are all fully accessible. All of our buildings are ramped access. We've got round with the red A, although it is ramped access, we've got a lift as well because there's such a long ramp that it goes quite high. So there's a lift there to assist disabled guests. We also allow all registered assistance dogs on site, so not necessarily just guide dogs, any registered assistance dogs allowed on the site. We've got a special map as well for guests who have an assistance dog, so they can come into guest services, register the dog with us, and we'll give them a dog-friendly map. So there are some areas of the site that we're not allowed to let dogs into because of the animals are kept in there, but that's all detailed on the map, so the visitors will get as they come into the site.
Brilliant, thank you. Question number two is, what kind of advertising does Chester Zoo have that is to bring the attention of people with disabilities? Say, if you've got a disability, come to us, we're tailor-made for you.
Yeah.
Have you got anything that just is immediately sent out to people with that in mind?
Well, I suppose one of the latest things that we've done is we had an autism friendly section on our Predators event. So for the first 2 hours of the day, it was autism friendly, so our zoo rangers did specific sort of tailored activities, sort of like sensory activities and things like that. And the Predators event had no sound on, sort of to make it a bit more friendly, a bit more welcoming. So that was sort of sent out and advertised to all of our members and put on our website. And then on our website as well, we also have an accessibility section, which lists all of the ways that we're sort of accessibility friendly, but also sort of outlines so like the boat trip, people in wheelchairs can go on a boat trip, which often sometimes they don't know.
That's something we were told about on the phone when we rang up actually. It was Jennifer that told us about that. So we're actually quite looking forward to going on the boat. So we're going to be making our way over to that later on. But see, again, if she hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't personally have known that because I haven't really looked at any of the stuff on the website. I was ringing because I wanted to see sort of like the aspect of how it appears on arrival, sort of. You know what I mean? So well that's brilliant. Now, question number three. Now, not all companies do this. I mean, I've worked for companies in the past where we had to sit through disability training, autism awareness. I used to work for View Cinemas. They did an autism awareness because they do autism screenings. I've worked on holiday parks where they have specific activities tailored to people with different needs. Now, I know it's not possible for everywhere, and some companies do in-house, some companies look for outside aspects of people to come in and do training. But I'm just wondering what sort of training your employees here go through in the way of to help somebody with a mental or physical disability or with learning difficulties.
So we've got a lot of our permanent staff have been on a Disability World Host training course, which is an accredited course. It is run in-house by trainers that we've got that went on a training course to be able to train that. Then we've also worked with Autism Together, which is a charity based on the Wirral, and we've signed their autism charter. So they've been in and delivered some autism awareness training, and we continue to do that quite regularly.
Dementia training as well.
Yeah, with dementia friendly.
Because not many places do dementia training, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's one thing that is severely overlooked is dementia.
Yeah.
So that's that. I like that. Yeah.
And then we've also got, from a mental health aspect, we've got mental health first aiders that are on site for our staff and for our guests as well. So we've got mental health first aid on site every day of the week.
Brilliant, fantastic. Question for us: a lot of people with learning difficulties, disabilities, wheelchair adapted, a lot of people can't find employment because of their disabilities, so therefore they're on benefits, they're on PIP, they're on DLA, they're on them sort of benefits. Now obviously it's capped to a certain degree, you can only earn and receive so much money with a disability. So if you can't get out and work, money is not, you've not got a lot of it really, it's not easily accessible. So I'm just wondering what sort of discounts you offer to people with disabilities, what sort of like things is out there, so people can come in, see the animals, enjoy the zoo, and not have to save up for an entire year for 7 hours trip, do you know what I mean?
So we don't offer a specific discount on disabled people living with disability on their tickets, but we do offer free carers tickets. So yeah.
So it works out about half price then, really, doesn't it? Two people for the price of one.
So if you sort of bring us a letter or sort of to say that how many carers you need. So some of our visitors require 2 carers, so in which case both carers come in for free with them as well.
Is that also with somebody brings in like the blue badge?
Yes, blue badge, yeah, sort of like blue badge, PIP letter, or a letter from sort of like a care home or a facility.
Brilliant, thank you. Sorry, I didn't realise you did if they needed more than one carer, you did that. That's brilliant. And question 5, this is one I didn't send you.
Oh, here we go.
It's just an easy question. It's yes or no. Now, I suffer with an illness which is quite rare. There's not many people diagnosed with it in the UK, and we're trying to bring awareness to Dercum's disease. Now, I'm just wondering if you guys have actually ever heard of Dercum's disease yourselves. You've never heard of it? Because we do find that when we go to doctors and GPs, with my previous job I was an entertainer, so I was travelling from one end of the country to the other, constantly moving house. Every time I went to a new doctor's surgery, we'd find not even the doctors has heard of it. So we're just trying to see how many people out there have heard of it or whether they know people with it. And to be honest, it's probably always going to be a no, unfortunately. But again, guys, thank you very much. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your time.
No worries.
Cool, thank you. Thank you.
Areas are about to open. Please stay clear. Climb aboard and mind your head and the gap.
Well, this should be. This should be fun.
Mind your head, Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah. I'm just gonna put my phone in my pocket so it doesn't slip out. Oh dear.
You okay? There you go.
There we go. This is going to be a tight squeeze.
You can't. You're gonna have to stay looking out the side. It's filming.
How's the straps, is it? How's that? Yeah, that's fine.
No, no, not at all.
You two coming along as well?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a nice peaceful ride.
Nothing to hold on to.
Yeah, do you want to get off?
Whoa.
Come here.
Yeah. Yay.
No, go. When I gone, it nearly tipped.
Where are we going to go now?
Not sure.
Oh, bird. See the toilet man's died down. I'm bursting. Oops. Oh, I'll fix it. I'm recording. Oops.
Thanks for that, boys.
Right. That way, I think.
Let's go.
Okay, bye.
Right, well, that's Chester Zoo explored. Very good day. Parking's dead easy. We're right outside reception. So if I just turn us around, as you can see, we are right outside the main area in the disabled parking bay. Absolutely perfect. So all we needed to do was go straight over that way, pick up our tickets and go straight in. Dead easy. Staff were lovely, really friendly, really nice. The only downside I'd say would be the bridges. Now they've got non-slip pads on them, but it's like going over speed bumps, so you are shaking quite bad. So if, like me, you have, say, Durkheim's disease and you've got lumps in your legs that hurt, or lumps in your arms or anywhere else in your body like I have, or if you've got bad legs, sore legs, or you broke your leg or anything like that, going over these bumps will hurt. Nothing major, nothing massively uncomfortable, but you'll feel it. Apart from that, everything was great. The boat ride, amazing. The boat ride was just so relaxed, so chilled. Got to go around the islands. Got the back of the boats myself. It looked awesome. I'm like, if you go on to the disabled boat, they ramp it. They take you onto the boat themselves. They put the seats down, put you on top of them, and strap your wheelchair into the actual seats, and then put barriers across with metal chains to keep you inside the boat. So it's very secure. I was quite lucky. There was us three plus another two people at the front. That was it. It was such a peaceful journey around. Got to see lots of animals. Again, we got lost and a bit confused sometimes, because maps are not always the easiest thing to read for places like this. So yeah, it was. We got lost a few times, spoke to a few members of staff, and straight away they pointed us in the right direction. It was brilliant. But Anya, what did you think? Did you enjoy yourself?
Good, yeah.
You enjoyed yourself today?
Yeah.
Good, good. What was your favourite part?
Everything.
Everything. I like to hear that. Michelle?
Apart from the boat ride, Probably seen the tiger.
Seeing the tiger. Oh,
And the Komodo dragon.
oh yeah, that Komodo dragon was scarily huge, and the tiger was just stood on top, wasn't he? Just staring over everybody. It was quite cool. But yeah, unfortunately we didn't get a chance to see the giraffes, which I do like giraffes, but we just didn't get time. There's just so many things to do. Like they said earlier when we spoke to Matt and Gemma, Matt was saying there's about 11 miles of pavements and roads, so to actually go everywhere and do everything in one day, it proves quite difficult to do. But yeah, now it's time to take Anya back home to her mum, and then time for us to shoot back to North Wales. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today. And
you can also get these boots.
oh yes, Anya wants to show you these. I forgot about these. Let's have a look, Anya. Quick. There we are. She was dead happy because she got to do her little pressed coins. Yep. The zebra and the monkey hanging by its tail. I think that was one of her highlights. Every time she saw one of these machines, she got excited. But yes, again, thank you for watching. And next time, I'm not sure where we're going next time. Will be a nice surprise, I think. So we'll keep you informed. See you later, guys.